So this is day 3 of 3 at the IRCE 2014 in Chicago. Huge crowd, 10,000 people, over 600 booths, very exciting stuff. So here's the GoECart Biz Dev crew at IRCE. So I'm going to find out what these guys have found at the IRCE Chicago 2014 and what have they found new. John, this is a new show for you.
Absolutely is.
So do you have anything that you want to share with the audience as to what have you seen, what are you looking, what are you finding here?
I mean, I'm just finding, it's very cool with the interaction with a lot of the people, really hearing the stories from people, right face to face, the challenges they're having, especially, the smaller mid-sized types of companies and how they're really trying to ramp up now because they're really recognizing and appreciating how they really need, omni-channel commerce and don't have a place to turn to it. And they're at our booth, which is wonderful.
Awesome. I think omni-channel commerce has traditionally or historically always been a territory of only the large retailers that have tens or hundreds or even thousands of stores. So GoECart is we are really proud that we're making that technology available to the SMB market at a fraction of the cost, and such deep and wide feature set is generally not found in too many solutions. I don't know what you're...
Yeah, I mean, it's great, like, people that aren't familiar with us, just coming up and being able to let them know and pointing out to them, everything that we do, and that it's all tied together. The eyes open, and it's like, it's a kid at Christmas almost. That they have, that we have that sort of capability at the price point and the affordability, and that we're small enough, that we're agile enough, that can really work with them, and that's what we're looking to do. And it just, it's making the connections with a lot of really good people here.
Well, Christmas present analogy, I like that. That's very interesting. Indy, you've been quite a veteran of IRCE now. Would you like to share with the audience what have you seen, what have you found new at this show?
So definitely every year I get here, it's bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And this year, the biggest we've ever seen. And I guess everyone's motto this year has been go big or go home. And, everyone's putting their best foot out there, including us. And it was really heartening almost to listen to some of the sessions when I attended the technology workshop, that it's all about consolidation, getting all of, these multiple disparate systems that most of the SMB retailers and even some of the bigger ones are losing a lot of valuable time and data. So it's all about consolidation, finding that all-in-one best of breed solution. And so I feel that we're really, really right there when the need has arrived.
Oh, absolutely. I think that's a very interesting comment about time which is money, and data is the new money in the information age. Having all the dots connected is really, really hard for the SMB world. And SMB, it doesn't mean you're a startup. SMB can be very large, established retailers, and however, they're struggling, as you said, with multiple disparate systems and not being able to pull this technology thing together. And the pace of innovation is so mind-boggling that even if you somehow manage to get it all together, you will be tied into old technology and you'll be obsolete in 6 months tops. So that's a very interesting observation, and I'm glad merchants are finally realizing that. Jillian, this is your first IRCE. Can you talk a little bit about what are you hearing from the merchants firsthand? What are some of their challenges, and what are they looking for?
Well, merchants are generally laser focused when they come, and they really know what they want. It's not like a situation where they have a clueless. They are extremely knowledgeable and they come prepared. So every single time I interact with any retailer, they come with a list and they know exactly what they want. So yeah.
Knowledgeable merchants are the best merchants, at least for GoECart. The more they know, the more value they might potentially see in an application like ours, because there's obviously tons of other options out there, like Magento being a highly popular one. But I've personally encountered a lot of merchants that think that Magento is free, and they've gone and spent over $100,000 or sometimes even many multiples of that. So I want to dismiss that myth that open source software is free. You're paying in terms of time, you're paying in terms of consulting expenses, and then many times you don't get it done. I mean, it takes significantly longer. You were saying something about.
And development expenses too.
Yeah, there's a lot of you need to pull together a development team, but we are really excited, and we are launching our web-based POS at this conference.
Right.
That's the official
launch
announcement.
of, yes.
Could you talk a little bit about that, John?
Sure. Basically, we now have the capability, and we've developed it over the past few months, and we're launching it here. Just integrating, in-store for people that have the brick and mortar capabilities. It's a very exciting new capability. It's one of the things, again, that people that come by and it's like, oh, we have a store, we have a couple stores. It's like, well, we do that too, and it just ties everything together. And just, we made the announcement leading into it, and it's all worked out really well for us.
Awesome. So basically, one location, many location, online, offline, many channels, one solution, unlimited possibilities. That's the promise of GoECart.
It just kind of fulfills one step further what we're all about.
Well, thank you. Signing off from IRCE 2013, Day 3. Have a great day.